Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Alright. What up, everybody? Who is all ready for some absolute chaos? Like, who is just straight up ready for this? I wasn't fully planning on playing this. What up, Queen? How's it going? Let's get that posted. What up, Yoshi? What up, Melee Marf? Vlogger? Hold on, real quick. I'm doing alright. I had to go, Web Jigsaw, Vlogger, that cameo. Can I be ready for this? I don't know, Color. Hold on. I have one thing. I literally just got back home from, like, paying rent and everything, so I'm, like, following up on something really quick. Scared to see this game? Nope. So here's the thing. The reason why you guys aren't seeing the game immediately is because I was fixing the settings and I didn't realize that there was a starting to this. So, enjoy. Hopefully it pulls up on the screen. So just letting you know, I tried turning that down as best as I could. It didn't help it. It didn't help it at all. It really didn't. The doggo is adorable. I don't know anything about this game. I don't know anything about this. I just know that there are some endings to this game. I'm going to try to go for the true ending. I'm first going to... Essentially, I'm giving myself 3 hours. I'm going to pick all of what I would choose starting off, okay? Similar to how I play other games, I'm going to choose everything that I would choose in the dating simulator. How's my day going? Pretty good. Pretty good. After that, I will look up, like, if there's a guide or anything. If we didn't get the true ending, I'll look up a guide and find the true ending. There's apparently, like, so many minor endings in this game from the research I was doing that I don't think we're going to show off, like, literally every single one, but I will show off the true ending at the end. Let's start. What's my name? Well, because I am going to be a girl dating the Colonel Sanders, I need to have Princess Chicken Girl. That's right. My name's Chicken Girl. What up? There's chicken. I haven't had KFC in a while. Weird thing, too, is I'm eating a completely different fast food chain's drink right now. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You can stay in the moment forever. Or you can wake up now. Your first day at culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack the clock up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University Cooking School, Academy for Learning. What up, Nyan? How's it going? Those biscuits look good. Now I'm hungry. Your mind begins to wander. Who'll be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. I mean, it's a cooking school, right? It's a cooking school that you absolutely, like, gotta focus in. So, we gotta take this seriously. We gotta date the Colonel, goddang it! So we need to take this seriously. My name's Chicken Girl. That's how serious we are. We are Chicken Girl. I better not make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist, teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. A biscuit! Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University Cooking School. Academy for Learning. University of Cooking School. Academy for Learning. That sounds so weird. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you ever met. You absolutely love her for it. Nice. Good morning, Chicken Girl. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited. Sorry, I gotta do voices. What am I doing? I gotta do voices. But I sure am excited. A little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What the? It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, it couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. 3-day only semesters. Hold up. That seems really short. What up, Justin? That seems really, really short. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Alright then. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Let's pep talk her. She needs it. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had her tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? Oh, I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet. She told you that they were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. But I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating. You'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves beginning to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Are these bangs? What up, Blue? What up, Bucky? What up, Says? Thighs? I don't know what you're referring to, Says. Also, please don't tell me anything that's coming up in the game. Please? That's a very easy way to get timed out. Like, I'd like to be perfectly blind, please. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley. Yeah. She has a heart, she has a fang, she has long purple hair. I like her already. Also, Ashley. It's not Ashley, it's Ashley. What up, Boo? Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Chicken Girl's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. I can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than anybody. Well, that's why she's Ashley. If anyone here knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the crowd, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man-Man. Van the Man-Man. Van the Man-Man has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working on his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van. You ring. Oh my goodness, what the balls? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have just been as close as you and Miriam, but subsequently more devious. I can't believe that University Cooking School Academy for Learning would even allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You think they'd just hand us our diplomas now? Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Listen, I can't do the stereotypical. Look at his star on his head! Dang, man! looks like a JoJo character. That's what everyone says I've heard. I was like, there is a JoJo character. I'm like, yeah, sounds about right. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam.
Piss. See you later, losers.
As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to us. What the...
Oopsie! I think it's broken!
You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you!
I think you mean thank you.
My name is Pop! I'm named after my Pop. He's old.
Could somebody like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Yeah, I don't know what my name is. Hold on, let me just check. Alright, my name is Pop. Hi, Pop. I'm Chicken Girl. So, are you going to make me hold the door all day?
Nope!
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Is this me or is he kind of cute? I don't know why you also have a tone voice.
I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. What the heck? What is that picture? You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of class. Adorable. I'm leaving this on screen. We got a dog! Just a dog. Just a dog. The dog can talk. No. No. Quiet down, everybody. Who is this unreasonably cute puppet? Why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS AL.
Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect.
What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly! Somebody close the window!
And then he walks. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Wow! Look at the hair! Look at that! Oh, he's just... Look at the glasses, too. He walks in. You immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. What up, Squidman? How's it going?
It's him! It's...
If it isn't my favorite student, Harlan...
Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish the sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. I don't know how to do a voice for Colonel Sanders. What do I do? Oh my gosh, how... Hey. Like that? I could do like a suave voice? Gosh. Well, just do a suave voice. Like, hey, I'm Colonel Sanders. How's it going? Like that, I guess. We'll try that. Why not? A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sheltering. Sound like a stereotypical man? I mean... Make it deeper? Hey, I'm Colonel Sanders. Sorry. Hey, I'm Colonel Sanders. Nice to meet you. Like that? We need to figure out what voice I'm giving the Colonel. Is that good? So like a deeper suave like that? That camera is giving me a thumbs up. I can't go deeper! That's what she said. Suddenly the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to beat across your brows. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. This over here must be sweaty sweats a lot.
Maybe we should open the door back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely.
How about that? That works.
Hold on a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that.
You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. What is with all you really weird insults?
Besides, when Chicken Girl sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer.
Stop insulting me! We'll just clean ourselves up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about the deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules.
Welcome to the University Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary art academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary woof legends past, present, and future. Woof woof. Many challenges await you. There'll be tears. Woof. There'll be blood. Woof woof. There might even be really adorable tiny food. Woof woof. And with all that said and done, there'll be a battle. Woof woof. You will lift your sporks and complete in the broom cooking arena. Woof woof woof. Sorry. He looks angry. Let me try that again. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. Woof woof. You will lift your sporks and complete in the broom cooking arena. Woof woof. Woof woof woof.
Just then another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss.
Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Every word he says. Does no one remember me?
You're expelled, Woof. You're expelled, Woof, if you utter one more woof woof word before I finish, Woof. Let that be a lesson, Woof, to your students, Woof Woof. That tardiness is unacceptable, Woof. Woof-inceptable. There we go. Even Clank made it, Woof Woof, here on time, rolling halfway along across town on his tiny wheels, Woof Woof. Sorry. Woof Woof. You turn to see the student Sprinkles referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Chicken South? What? I have several questions. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in this classroom so as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better Woof Woof care of yourself, Woof.
You never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? We're in KFC! We're obviously giving the chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with the chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Woo! We did it!
Well, I think there might be some competition for our new star. Sorry. Well, Woof Woof Woof. I think there might be some competition, Woof, for our new Woofin star student.
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times.
Settle down, young chefs, Woof Woof. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds Woof opened to the amazing woofin possibilities of woofin culinary creation, Woof Woof. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Hey, chicken girl, there's still a seat here.
It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested.
I'm sorry, we're dating the Colonel! What? Best friend, I'm sorry, but guess what? No, we sit by the Colonel. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. Gotta go with the husbando, come on now. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that'll make you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat.
I've only have 2 worlds. Do all you can to do it. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplished something.
That's so inspiring. We're just all...
The Colonel, he's so dreamy.
Like that? Is that what's going on? A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Think fast, Woof Woof. It's time for a pop quiz, Woof.
Yeah, yay! A quiz about me, Pop. Wait, what? Hold on.
This incredibly important and surprisingly Woof Woof short quiz will tell me, Woof, if you're all ready for life at culinary school, Woof. Keep your knives sharp, Woof, and your focus sharper, Woof Woof. Here comes question 1.
A pop quiz already!
If train A is traveling to point B, Woof, and train B is traveling to point A, Woof Woof, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
Okay, hold on, I got this. This is science here. This is science. I know this is science. Hold on. Okay, train A. Okay, oh my gosh, this is... Think extremely.
That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to.
Forests have trees? That's weird. Always keep clean, indeed. Yeah, feather. That's right. What's the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork? No. A meat tenderizer? Very good for steak, but no. A spork? It's a spoon and a fork put together. It's brilliant.
What food is best for a broken heart?
Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat, a pancake that looks like a silly face. I'm torn between these two. Camel meat, yeah, you know, get the hump, like, no. But I think there's like the herbs and spices, so there's salt in it. So I'm gonna go with the KFC answer. I'm gonna say that as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Plus, we're trying to date the Colonel. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? No. Yes. He's a talking dog that teaches a culinary school. He is the best boy. We have to suck up to the teacher. That's right. Your total score is perfect score, 5 out of 5. We're the best. Let's go. Yeah, 5 out of 5. Well, be honest, did you cheat? Nope. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Oh my gosh, he just exploded hearts! Hot diggity, chicken girl. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? Woof woof. I have an important woofing announcement to make. Time for lunch, woof. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Also, it looks, he's like, whoop, 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 whoop. The fun thing about 2 screens is just like run around. One second here. Sorry. Got other stuff there's going on too. Big brain, we got it.
Can you smell that? This must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch?
No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, it's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But
Lunch!
She said shh. In honor of this new semester, I prepared something special to share with everyone in for lunch.
This must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell. Look at how buff this guy is. Look at how buff this guy. Wow, I'm sorry. The Colonel is. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its content glimmers in light. Piled higher, huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried of a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve that perfect balance of flavors. Fun fact, if you actually go to Twitter and try to look up KFC, they only follow 11 people named Herb and Spice. Such as like the Spice Girls. Actually, I think it's like the 5 Spice Girls, or Spice Girls plus people named Herb. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's not all I'm about to set that. What, you think you want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just a draft at last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him! Looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick bird. You failed, my dude. Wait to see what Zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Ashley, stop! You gotta stop, girl!
Oh, please.
Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any. Wow, he's upset! I'll take his... Look at how upset the Colonel is upset! Look at that! Wow.
Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite, his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face and he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind, meditate on this moment, try and identify every flavor, savor the moment, and everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. Well, not that one. What's this button, by the way? Oh. I don't know. We're in a different dimension now. There's two that I'm thinking of. Try to identify every flavor. So if we swim towards the light, that's gonna be dumb. If we savor the moment, I'm guessing that, like... Well... Here's the thing I'm thinking about, right? If we try to do this, we can impress him by saying what every single flavor is. But if they're a secret, he may not like that. If we savor the moment, then Colonel's just like, oh, it's another person who likes the food. Swimming towards the light's just dumb. I'd say we try to impress him. I feel like he would be really impressed if we were able to figure out, like, what it is. Ah, but this one's good too. Let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. I'm just gonna focus. Salt? Maybe? Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe, but there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. Dig deeper. Deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be? Blank, he really did! How bold, how adventurous to use blank. I love how they keep the 11 herbs and spices all secret. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. Ooh, that's smart, because now that we know the secret, we can use it against the Colonel. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by lunch. No one noticed that you traveled through space-time. After tasting his food and trying to get one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Well, I mean, yeah, why not? Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. What up, Mr. Planet Pluto? Welcome to stream. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. Is an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successfully fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. Dude's got chicken for days. If it's just you and me here talking, I can keep a secret. In fact, I got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We only got 2 more days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders loves both ways to make sure you're truly alone. Looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. You just one agreement, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Blank, wow, you never get guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure when you get some if you search. A blank definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe, but you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. So, well, we need to figure out all 11 herbs and spices, because then we can impress him. Ooh, that's smart. Alright, we picked the right choice, I think. Because if we can figure out all 11 of them, we'd be fine. While wrapped up in that huge revelation, he knows that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I'd like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story would continue on after I graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I'll leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality into him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thorough. Thoughtful. Yeah, modest is probably the best one. I think he's adamant with his 11. That's just being cocky. Well, I just want to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, chicken girl. He knows our name! Senpai. I'm sure it'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they can need.
Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally we get to show our stuff! Wait a second, oh no, we have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it?
You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students. Woof woof to the cooking arena. Woof. For today's woofing lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Woof woof. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you, if it wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Aww.
Sure, chicken girl. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner! Beep boop beep 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 beep. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
Looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask me and Pop to? Listen, if we give her Pop, she's screwed. But Clank is a robot. Like, I think Clank is the better one. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
It's okay, I already ate.
It's not entirely clear Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Why is Pop here? Can somebody tell me why Pop's here? Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Sorry, this is really good. Also, that seems really bad.
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet.
Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him.
Tissue? I hardly know you,
Clank judders and the panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. Woof. For today's woof lesson, you'll be going to keep it simple, woof woof. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island, woof. It takes 2 flints, woof woof, to make a fire. You get the idea, woof. Which dish do you suggest to partner Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy, you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow counter Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Hold on. For those who eat KFC, because there's no KFC that's around me, so I don't fully know. From what I remember at KFC, don't they have mashed potatoes and gravy? Or do they have steak and tartare? Do they have mashed potatoes? Probably that one, right? Or do they also have steak tartare? You don't even need to cook it. Mashed potatoes and gravy? Okay. Yeah, I think we'll just go with that. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm and fine and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing her whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Stay fresh. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Ashley? You get out of here, Ashley! everything in the right places. We're just cookie partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man.
Did somebody call for me?
No, jeez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Chicken Girl's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Poor Van Van, he's crying. What is this music? Why is it popping? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van Van, are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like Chicken Girl was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van Van. Turn it down slightly. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. He is really upset. Look at that. He's pretty upset. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley's really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, honking your time of need, turn to me, I'm your forever bestie who always has your back. Well, he was looking upset. Colonel, protect me, boy! I'm here to learn how to express myself via cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? Businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Chicken Girl as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Chicken Girl's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. They also have toast. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Dang, we've been cooking this entire time? At least it didn't blow up a house yet again. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautifully white porcelain gravy boat out, which pours smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. A granny would be very proud. Also, Granny would also be proud. Not a one, all of them. Every single granny will love this. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. We stare ever deeply into the Colonel's eyes, entranced by him. We want to have his chicken. We just want all of his chickens. Not just one, but every single chicken. Every chicken is ours with the Colonel. We will have 11 children. 5 of them named Spice. 6 of them named Herb. All of them with the last name Sanders. Also labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just saying. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with the Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the spork full of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dipping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious! Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will you ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, chicken. Hold on, woof woof. Chicken girl, we do not woof woof waste food in the broom and cooking arena, woof woof. Colonel Sanders, woof woof, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, woof woof, you both better be prepared to eat it from whatever it lands. Woof, woof.
Can I have potatoes, face?
Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. an axe? Why is there an axe with an octopus on it? Now I'm hungry.
Mashed potatoes with gravy, pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Glazed with especially braised tentacle of octopus and my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by a supreme chef ancestors.
You ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who have first bite. You will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
No, don't! Woof woof. Something about this dish, woof woof, doesn't check my nose quite right, woof woof. I think the octopus was rushed, woof. It may have turned in the process, woof woof. The results could be toxic, woof.
It's too late. It has been eaten.
I think left something in the oven.
I don't feel so good. It killed him! Oh my gosh, he became a ghost! The student, we don't even know his name! He's dead! He just died! He's dead! Oh my goodness.
Everyone, woof woof, step back, don't take another bite, woof.
When you look back at the plate, the rest of the meat's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slipped up in Pop's mouth. Yeah! Pop's gonna die! Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then almost immediately back into his oblivious self.
Oopsie! Tastes like poison! Tastes like poison!
The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shockies have frozen the cold crowd. They're motionless as statues. He's still freaking alive. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone's back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds.
I'm not sure, woof woof, the professors have here make enough money, woof.
Ghost of student. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation by skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, chicken girl? There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. Every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never rested. Also lifted a lot of weights, like so many weights.
Look how buff he is, too. Colonel's upset, but he is super buff.
We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
I mean, you do have a star on your head, so you could be the star, but Colonel is Bay. Like, he's husbando. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that!
I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long... Oh my goodness, no one knows him. Oh, poor... whose side?
Forget him, we're talking about me! Me! I'm the hero! fridge door open, lady nerds! How dare you threaten me when I was just letting down my guard and connected with another chef on an emotional level? Is he ramming on purpose, or is that just coincidence? Before I get to syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What?! Sheeple. What will you do? Yes, Sporks, I don't have anything. I have no cooking utensils! Which defense will you choose? Trepidation. You close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint to see the Spork monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. The Spork monster goes on to the attack. They spit hot gravy on you. You take 1 damage. Fat lot of good that defense did. I guess... She stayed that one? What's up, Cora? I don't have anything! I think defending is all I can do! Buff up? Let's buff. Think about that feeling you get after having a good meal when you're so full of happy that nothing can get you down. Like food in your belly, just the thought warms you and grows stronger. Smoke Monster's really feeling emboldened by your lack of attacks. Smoke Monster proves a mashed mind and draws on energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I think there's a big attack on the way. You know what? I think I just want to, like, you know... Back out. There's Smoke Monster's no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Smoke Monster uses utensil. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. We can attack. Try to go on the attack. Cook with love does 1 damage. Smoke Monster's oozing cheese sauce out of the over the lawn onto the lawn to Quan. Wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Smoke Monster prepares for the ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain, your rated terror stops here. I don't know what that. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. So many chickens! Let's go! Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Smoke Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Smoke Monster spews steam in the night. We need to be kind. We need to show him compassion. He also has made of meat, so he has sporks. So it's fine. Man's to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast. Don't you dare come back to the follow-up encounter tomorrow. The Spark Monster goes off into the night. This defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon a closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on its cover. We open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. Last name and to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely defeated. While the world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. It must have helped you get home in your tired state. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Zzz. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had, whether memories or premonitions. You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe you really used blank. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. It's not much of a secret, huh? You're probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with Spark Monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clink!
well then. How does that work? Are you just gonna sit in his oven? Is that what hugging is? I don't know. Like him? Like?
I know it sounds like I'm moving too fast, but there's something about him that it's like I like him. Like him. You gotta talk up your class. He's also a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders.
Do you know that
Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and it was also the convertible. And also the convertible that he himself rode at the front of his homecoming parade.
Wait a second, he turned into a car and rode himself? Is that... Wait. Is that a joke? Is this game rated M for mature? I don't even know anymore. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooking language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You're Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy at school? The most famous student to ever attend the University Cooking School, recommended for learning? You're a thing now?
We're definitely connected yesterday.
You sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess?
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a secret ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient? I'm sorry, a secret ingredient?
B! You're dumb! Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is that a dramatic echo in there? Ma'am checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me with a botanical garden while I was wandering.
This can't be good.
He told me about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what that meant. He said it was a power created from super duper rare dried foul brandos, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
What up, Jazzwaz? Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. It was so nice, even met me at the gate when I arrived. Late when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was like anything I tasted.
I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
Whatever, anyhow, we both showed interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals, I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the only ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Please, 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 it would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or the Colonel.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret? Of course we are! Make up a fake ingredient! This game is real? Yep, Emerald, how's it going? You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, it sounds like some kind of witch's poison, but what can you do?
Eye of Newt, wow!
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you satisfy her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see, and it's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you've interrupted. A wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals fill the air. Oh my gosh, guys, it's her husbando, the Colonel, on a horse! True, Emerald. So, I just want everyone to know that I don't think any of us will ever be as cool as Colonel Sanders. I'm just saying right now, Colonel Sanders is the coolest. Alright, chat, what am I choosing? Very tall any game? I have no idea. Let's run to him! Run to our majestic friend! You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you are in Colonel Sanders is to run up to him. Surely he'll sweep you up out of the back of the stallion and you ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel, my Colonel. However, your sudden movement surprises the horse. It reels up, kicking you directly in the face. We just got kicked by a horse. We are dead. The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, chicken girl, I'm here to deliver you a message. He's still dead. Not this guy! It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world can end, so you know it's serious. I've been trapped in a realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times. And that name is, before you continue, you suddenly awake. Well then. Ah, jeez. You wake to find Colonel Sanders tending you. Chicken tending me? He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spices, or is it just his natural seasoned musk? No, we're not. I would listen. We just got kicked by a horse. Let's just be not rational about this. Maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse.
For those who know, I was told a few things about this game. I don't know any of the context, but I have a notepad. Just letting you guys know.
Maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. One thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates his good craftsmanship anymore. With that, Colonel Sanders disappears in the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. This game is like people running out of content? I guess so. I don't know. I like it. Yeah, but I also want to give some context as well, because essentially I'm like kind of checking my work, because I have like, I'm gonna let you guys know, because like I have articles that are like kind of on my second screen. That's why you see things move back and forth. I'm trying to see if there's anything regarding endings, and it's like all bad endings and then a true ending. So I messaged somebody and it was like, hey, like, is it just worthwhile, like in the middle stream, it's like, hey, is it worthwhile to do just the true ending and just deal with that? And they're just like, yeah. The other endings like just leave a lot to be desired. So what up, Supernova? So I essentially have a notepad that you guys can't really see, but there's a notepad that just has words on it, and I just have to look for the specific words. I have no context as to what they mean, but I'm essentially like, I'm going to try to choose what I'm choosing, just to let you guys know for clarity's sake, because I just have that there, but I don't know any of the context of what I'm seeing over here. So, because I don't want to, like, I'm realizing, like, reading through everything, that everything is, like, a bad ending, except for the true ending. And, like, I realize, like, probably into, like, halfway you'd be going now. No worries, Emerald. Well, thank you for coming to the stream. Take it easy. I wanted to clarify that. Because I feel bad if it's just like, oh, I'm probably, like, always choosing the correct answers. I don't know if these are all the correct, to be fair, for the true ending. But if, according to, like, review articles, that there's so many different bad endings, I think just getting the true ending would suffice. So, kind of book it there. Yeah, because nothing's indicating that there is... Nothing's indicating that there's any sort of good ending. So, just letting you guys know. I want to be clear. Yeah. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad. You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure ready to handle this. Why don't you make you like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? There is multiple endings. So, from what I understand and from all the articles I read, because there's not, once again, there's not too much about this game, which makes sense, I guess. From what I understand, there is multiple endings, but it's like every single ending is a bad ending except for the true ending. And if you get a bad ending, you have to start all the way from the beginning and just click on the correct choices. And I don't want to do every single permutation because there's also no point to it. According to a review, according to a few reviews there, and including the discussion boards, which says earlier, I said they have that. Like, it seems like the true ending is the only thing that you really should go for in this game. Well, like I said, I don't know any context. I don't know anything that's going to happen. I'm given, like, 2 words, and I'm just, like, to look for them. So, like, right now, I see it says act like, and that means this one, so, that. I mean, then again, being honest, I would have chosen anyway. Sit near the rivals, but lean your back toward them. Even here, Van mutters something that sounds like a bit of a magical spell. However, notice you're eavesdropping. You try to cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class. You distract the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, you're the Emperor Cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and it contains contents are secret. Notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall. They're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing!
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep, beep, beep.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything.
Whop!
Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
Whop, whop!
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Whisper!
Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. I like your hair. I like your face. You know. Ashley's tone has completely changed into an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, woof woof, please take your seats, woof. I apologize, woof woof, for my late arrival. I spent the morning, woof woof, chasing a car all around town, woof woof, and my tiny legs are very, very woof woof tired. But I'm here now, woof, and I'm hoping you're ready to learn, woof woof woof.
Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in trance. It's the stuff you left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face.
Down, boy. Down. Off toppin'.
The command shouted by Colonel Sanders has snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that.
Sorry, I woof woof got a little carried away.
After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further woof woof ado, we'll review the woof woof global history of my favorite fowl, woof woof, the chicken.
You see, dog. What up, DNA Mew? How's it going? You want to pay attention to the lesson. You truly do. Which is why Woof Woof in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a Woof Woof chicken who first signed their name. Pretty sure Chicken didn't sign the Declaration of Independence. Pretty confident about that. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Chicken Girl, naturally this appears to you to be the same platter. Which item do you want to sample? Well, I mean... yeah, dog biscuit. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles, an example of his own culinary talents, perhaps. You reach out for it when... Sprinkles jumps up and bites onto your cooking apron! What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. I never even got to taste it. Is this the end? You fade into darkness, but something is there. The spork monster? Borko, what are you doing here? You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend, wherever you are. Which item do we want to sample? I'll just do the glass of water, please. Grab the glass of water and gulp it down. It's cool and crisp, like the purest snow melted by a mountain spring. Hey, that was mine. It was my woof woof. It was my favorite toilet. Woof woof, me $6. And you've got excellent taste. Woof woof woof. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure I'll forgive you someday. Come on, let's have for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria light dims, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared
via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. We're gonna beat them! You guys are on! A bunch of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it.
I'm not the fool, you're the fool.
Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, chicken girl. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely you'll put a stop to this madness.
No, woof woof, students, you please settle down. Woof woof, this is a lunchroom, not a sporting court.
Finally, a little sense, you breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Woof. Oh. Just then a huge light blasted you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. Alright. That's what I'm talking about, woof woof. Stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that it's original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I'll defeat you myself. You had his chicken, you had his mashed potatoes and gravy in day one, and you're feeling like you really impressed him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Alright, what temperature do you want to boil it at? Well, we're going to do 100 degrees Celsius. That's right, but how would you even gotten in the school without knowing that? Winner gets a belly rub, woof woof, my furry belly. Let that woof woof enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season the chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? 11 herbs and spices. That's right. You may not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're heading in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've gotten some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Well, it's absolutely gratitude. That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never to forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that plate. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? The Charlotte Ryan, dude. The smallest downwind. Yeah, that's right. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. You try to shut down the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Silence. That's right. When they taste your cooking, they'll be so taken with it, they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. Senpai.
I believe in you, chicken girl.
He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders, riding his high horse that kicked me in the face. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take for... What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. I didn't even choose something. You're straight out of a desert island with only one desert Kurt book. What do you take? What a hunk! Ah! I know, right? You know what? Woof woof. Should you be focused on the challenge? Woof woof. You're falling behind. Woof. Sorry, I forgot the question. Oh my gosh, we're on a gondola. Does that even have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley is ready to begin plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into the standard mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow applicants utilize the kitchen battle. But that sometimes means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Chicken Girl does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. Don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer and rescue the dough before it's overmixed. Chicken Girl, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the spinning bleeders. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. Woof woof, this battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. Woof woof. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a complete dish ready to serve. Sure, that makes me the winner by default. No, woof woof. It wouldn't be fair to compare you two on account of Chicken Girl's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he looks under the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. No. I was going to ask Chicken Girl to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the cream or delicate hot sauce, chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me some of your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you find a delicate fried cheese croquet atop a sliced honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tog tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. That sounds great, actually. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something in his ear. A dab of straw strikes into his mustache. We'll just internalize. Look, he's upset. We just calm. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire, turn to ash, and they fall off over your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run to the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult inside of you, and the storm rages on. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love, and he has decided to get married. Dang, that would have been fast! I thought we had a chance! Well, that sucks. And he won't even ask you to cater to his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Story of our life, Sheeple. It's okay. And Sheeple's crying now. It's okay, Sheeple. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I'll never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. Hey, what up, Benny? How's it going? But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules could be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. And I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived, for a while anyhow. Colonel Sanders killed a man, guys. Colonel Sanders, killed a man. Is it change your profile picture? I don't have it pulled up. I can check it. Look, why not? Oh, nice. Colonel Sanders, you just killed a man. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you could see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. He looks so shocked! What the heck, dude? I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spark Monster! Borko! Gonna go now. Bye, Deck. Thank you for coming to the stream. Take it easy. When did I dye my hair? 3 months ago? Two or 3 months ago, I think. I think so, at least. So, yep. Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there were no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I don't believe you. You were human once? Man, I love how you guys can understand what he's saying. Like, it just sounds like gibberish to me. Magic spellbook. Tacos. Spork. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Chicken Girl, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. He has a chicken. Oh my gosh. He was born with a goatee? I will say, Benny, that is completely unintentional. Both of us have been told apparently about each other having similar logos, but both of us, like, just created those on a whim. Also camel, also that. It looks like you live such an excited life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Ever been working on any new recipes on your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for now? Well, let's reveal it. Notice me, Senpai. What up, Barry? Sorry, I didn't notice you earlier. I don't know. Am I Senpai? I don't know if I'm Senpai. You decide that you are ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk about it, you just talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. Reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you'll be keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage disc glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Oh my gosh! The coleslaw in KFC is so good, though. Magnificent. Did I send a Christmas card in Discord? Yeah, I can, after the stream I can let him know, Benny. No worries. Together you chow down on a creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be right back in a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look at closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. So there's two that I apparently have to. So I need to click on this. I set the candle, you pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Festive starch kolar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's blank! Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Okay. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. Tap on the item to discover more about the Colonel. Take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. This must be where he kept his secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then he dawns on you. As you turn the dial to 1111, the safe opens. Inside, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared, sashimi style? Chicken sushi? No worries, Barry. Well, thank you for coming to the stream, though, and stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your night, rather. Tap on an item. Adorable little baby boy crawls around the floor. From the goatee and mustache to the combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's a drumstick that he seemed to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded, am I right? The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe that's where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders, sitting with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheering and singing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountains range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window, a crack, and the ghost of student swept out with a breeze. Poor student. Alright, close it. You open the door of Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of signature white suits hanging within. Take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket's a bit big for you. It's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in a scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
Aw.
I don't usually loan these out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off! Well, no, just tell him the truth, we were snooping around. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run to the door. But the thought of leading Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Chicken Girl? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into slumber. Dream sequence! Why? You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. But think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Blank. We know 3 out of the 11. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted with Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. Biscuits, grim. Ah, man. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? Yeah, presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest cookery? Oh, let's flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. What up, Tris? Should have brought KFC. I don't live near KFC. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school. After all, the University Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something happened to you.
It's okay, I was just...
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can get you up to speed on Sagar Miriam.
Sure, but...
You'll not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
Is this gay? No. I'm a girl. I'm Chicken Girl, see? I think I can believe that.
Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that type of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know them. I'm a that guy.
Chicken Girl is.
Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly turned out of control.
Did she just say skydiving? As if that's typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker.
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, but I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from the whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Aww. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp the fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious!
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
Oh, my swirly with sprinkles, please! Sprinkles is a dog and a treat!
Is the ball? Nice. Nice. You can get your swirly dip, too. Why don't you pick on somebody your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school.
There is this horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You got some nerve, Chicken Girl. Suggest I pick it on a defenseless horse.
Now you twisted my words. I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Doesn't look like you could go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
At the arcade? I mean, arcades are fun. I'll never give up, ever! Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on.
Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Chicken Girl, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure he'll be back and fighting for him by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What's he doing complimenting her? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
You Excuse me, chicken girl. I'm more capable of speaking for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, chicken girl. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' ability to see Ashley for who she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. Attempt to distract yourself from how excited you feel by the interaction with Ashley. You take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Wow, that's the book? That looks like bad news.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, and I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it wasn't so powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edge of the pages. I can use the spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That's way too drastic. Could you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger.
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No, we're not doing it! We gotta remember the Colonel! You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkle's already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. Once you all to know, woof woof, it feels something woof woof of a dog moment coming on, woof woof. But I assure you, woof, there's nothing to be afraid of, woof woof. His cute little nose squinches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry, reach out to some old homework to give him a snack. Bugs will be rather predictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. He's probably hungry. Reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. Woof woof, I must apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, woof woof, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work, woof woof. My, chicken girl, woof woof, were you studying something with cinnamon, woof woof? I've been sitting on a lecture series about the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings Woof Woof up an important point, Woof. Thank you, chicken girl, Woof Woof, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, Woof Woof, you see. But before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room.
I told you to save it for after class! Bzz, bzz. You think I want to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language on mechanical noises. How does everybody understand... How does every single person understand Clank except for us?
But no, you had to show off your Kuggle Kid friends Jeff and Jerome, J forever. Watch us from a triangle mid-air as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep. And take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care.
What character am I? I'm Chicken Girl. There's no face, but yeah, so what out there? Yeah. Sad beep. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. You killed him!
Beep, bzz.
Miriam, you killed Clank! You killed Clank! He was... Look, kid, he's bleeding from the mouth. His eyeballs popped out. At least he still got his clothes on. You killed him.
No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank.
Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with the shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. He wants to be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition and showdown challenge exam. Woof, 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 woof. I'm still working on the title. Woof, woof, but I think you get it. Woof, woof. Test time approaches. Woof, woof. See you all in the arena. Woof. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Woof, woof. Oh.
Why did I woof? Wait, hold on.
Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone?
What up, yawning? How y'all doing? Your tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you don't know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through that final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not gonna set up with Colonel Sanders Stallion right off to the sunset without me?
Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony over there with your name on it and a branch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else we meet today, tomorrow, this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first somebody to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup.
I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea on how to spend the time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat your pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his evil counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Chicken Girl's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Chicken Girl, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pies begin to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. Usually happier to share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. Decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the overtiming goes off behind you. Oh, fine. I'll just fess up. Here's the practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. Colonel Sanders, everybody. You knew it was pot pie just from the smell? Not just pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping help of TLC. But it's probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. I'm so hungry right now. I have no idea. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved cooking, and I could eat this all day. He's crying, and a chicken. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Spiggles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, woof woof, this is except a woof woof, cook with everything you got. What up, Vortex, how's it going? Alright. Let's do this! Let's do this! You step up to the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide the mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seemed to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in this room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool specific cook moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as he levitates through the air. Colonel Sanders is a magician. Egg whoosh! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth.
Best friend, Faster Blaster!
Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastures off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets into it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? Wasn't the singularity? It's a singularity, as we first foretold. Sorry, that's Ashley. It's a singularity, as was foretold. We must let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. Wow. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You got a book of your own, and you're desperate to not see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, we're doing it the hard way. Who needs magic when you got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, chicken girl. Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, chicken girl, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? Are you here cheering? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
tiny food sure cook time. We're actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, bud. Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
It's a secret ingredient.
However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get iron newt from? The boiling pot explodes and Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the Spork monster notices that you got in the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
Magic.
Ah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some of the fresh noodles in the pot with salt and water? You can feel Spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch for the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you can ever win, but you summon up the extra power from deep down within yourself to win! I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Man, I wish I had orange hair. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been praying their entire lives for... Yes, chicken girl, you are the chosen one. You'll avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You're interrupting my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives at this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. Alright, sure. You know, we went from reasonable to spork monster, so still slightly reasonable, to like horse to the face and we survived, to bashing her hand, but we still did okay. Then we went to like Colonel Sanders' house, who's like dope, and then now magic. And more spork monsters. That seems okay. You know that with this power, you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked and the oven can't be served. But don't worry, dear chicken girl, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you managed to make is mac and cheese. The time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules have never really been my thing. I follow my heart. Oh, he's crying. What a guy. Women love him. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students. Woof woof. With time expired, it's a moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare your woof woof to present your dishes. Woof. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems that we're missing woof woof some students. Pop, clank. From Buffs, it's great to hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying!
It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, woof woof, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, woof woof, get down from there, woof woof, right now.
Let me guess.
Oh, wait, that's not...
I suddenly became Pop!
Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When somebody asks for a Wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a Wedgie was a salad!
It looks like woof woof, like Papa's eliminated for the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel out of my legs. May I be excused?
Sure, woof woof. You kids and your pranks, woof woof. I must say, it's not the worst prank in the UCSAL history, but it's not exactly your book material. Wait a second, pranks. Clank! Woof woof. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to, woof woof? I wait to hear a signature world beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow, woof woof, he must have gotten unplugged, woof woof, I guess. We'll have to figure that one out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students, woof woof. Please, collect your final projects, woof. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow, 3 days, whole days long. But after days of hard work,
Woof woof, the time has come. Woof woof, for me to eat. Woof woof. Miriam, please step forward. Woof. Now describe your dish, woof woof.
I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup.
That is tiny. That is like literally the smallest thing, and that's probably what I'm eating for supper in a bit. But like, that's tiny.
My word, woof woof. It's so delicate. Is that teeny tiny natomaki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl, woof woof?
Yes, Chef.
Please call me Spinkles, woof woof. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Spinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth, woof, woof, and letting just the tip of his pink tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime, woof woof. Would anyone else like a taste? Woof woof. Oh, come on, woof woof. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. If I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs, woof, fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. Woof woof.
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A plus, woof woof. Rarely do I taste a dish, woof woof, with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Chicken Girl, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van, woof woof, you're up. Now describe your dish, woof woof. I made...
That's a sea urchin.
Uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of sea urchin, woof woof, with spines from a second woof woof different colored type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Woof 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 woof.
Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Youch, woof woof, my tongue, woof.
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this. Woof woof, it keep poking meow meow, my tongue wow meow. Disqualified meow.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles can make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified for glamour. Don't meow meow discount the Bethany meow meow. This is less to heard from me.
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles gently laps up a ball of milk. I know, meow meow. Yeah, I'm a dog, woof woof, and I drink milk. Get over it, woof. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's woof woof. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish, woof woof. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French merengue and connected by sugar glass. Why just so tiny and perfect?
That's woof woof actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Chicken Girl? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, woof woof, I must say it is beautiful, woof. However, this is a cooking competition. At a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we're having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I think you're about to be, what is it? Disqualified? I suppose you can smell it if you actually insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the circle spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, woof woof, it cannot be judged, woof woof.
You are disqualified, woof woof. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You would know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to redictate her side for being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either.
Woof woof, if this class gets much smaller, woof woof, I'll be teaching myself.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs, woof woof? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese. What up, Triss? Has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays.
Just what I thought, woof woof. I've seen everything in this kitchen, woof woof. You give me this thing, woof woof. And completely blown me away, woof woof. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything, woof woof, so delicious and perfectly balanced, woof woof. You gonna go? No worries, Triss. Well, thank you for coming to the stream. Hope you have a great rest of your day. It's so delicious, woof woof, in fact, that everyone passes the class.
What about the people who were disqualified?
You pass, woof woof, you pass, woof woof, and you pass, and you get a pass, you get a pass, you get a pass,
You get a pass! I pass! Everyone gathers around and partakes on the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive even that Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Spickles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the Humber decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog in the Woof Woof House! You know that Sprinkles is the master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Okay, Van and Ashley tell everyone that they're committing themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not only haunting, not another haunting. No ghosts allowed Woof Woof at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws, Woof Woof. That was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, Woof Woof, amusing. Now that everyone's together, it's the Spark Monster. He's totally mellowed out. So he was trying to finish what he had to say, but everyone was too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected student monster walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know how she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He arrives late to dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, he's seen perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Woof Woof Pop. I know you weren't Pop and be able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had mailed it directly to your father, Woof Woof. I figured it was the least we could do, Woof Woof, for the school's dean. Oh. So the school's dean is Pop's dad. Oh, now I get it. Makes sense. Woof Woof, when we get a new wing out of the school, not to mention Woof Woof, the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of Suchan such and such. I was gonna say Suchan Such, but no, it's such and such. Music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I've graduated, I can reveal that my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I'm not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this I feel like I actually knew this the whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I'm just going to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figure out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Alright then. I don't know what else to say. Like, things are happening. It's really weird. I'm not really questioning it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Dude, you're looking suave. Just like the first day you met him, he comes prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. Do I have any popcorn chicken? I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of Chicken and Man by not reminding people to go out and buy me chicken. Buy my chicken. The end. What? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Colonel Sanders? Yes, chicken girl? I couldn't help but wonder, was our final exam team up purely an act of strategy carried out by two cunning chefs? Or was it something more? I'm afraid I can't answer that question directly. Instead, I'd like to ask you a question of my own. May I have this do-si-do? Colonel Sanders extends his hand to you and you feel a surge of energy jump off the tips of your fingers. His hand, the hand of a master chef, so dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers like finer and buttery drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk, and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight they reach for you. And though our feet may tire of dancing, I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together. Colonel Sanders, you not only joined me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner. In both business and in life. You gasp. Could it be? Is he really saying? Me and you together? Ever since I met you,
my dreams changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No, even then my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So what do you say, partner?
I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. Hey! Let's go! We love Colonel Sanders! The for real end? Wow, that was a life-changing 3 days. Overwhelmed by everything that just happened between you and Colonel Sanders, you step outside to get some air. The quad is dark and quiet. Too quiet. You start to smell something salty. Potato-y. Bravery. And then, Spark Monster appears. Oh, thank you. You weren't too shabby yourself. That moonwalk you did was pretty cool. Oh, I had no idea.
Pet.
Let's adopt the Spork Monster. We'll teach him English later. The end. Seriously, though. It really is this time. We adopted a Spork Monster! Prepare for it to get loud, everybody. Turn down your... I'm turning it down. We did it! We 100%ed the game! Honestly, being honest, this was actually really, really good. I'm not gonna lie, like, I did a lot of research trying to figure out, like, how many endings. I'm glad that my friend, Odori was telling me about, like, the true ending and everything, and some of the other, like, meh endings. So that's why I'm glad I was able to be given a list of, like, kind of things to get the true ending. So that was the true ending of the game. Honestly, very good. Very well written. Even if it's a parody sort of game, like, pretty good, all things considered. Like, you don't really expect, like, a parody sort of game to be, like, that good. But it actually really was. It was actually really good. Ending left a lot to desire, I'm not gonna lie. Question, KFC, if you're watching this. I'm gonna be surprised if somebody at KFC is watching this. Can we get a Colonel Sanders, like, anime? Just saying. Like, that opening sequence seems like there would be a fantastic anime for this game. I would totally watch, like, a full KFC anime about this. Maybe flesh out, like, some of the storylines and such. And have, like, your characters start, like, slowly discovering, like, the 11 herbs and spices there, but still have it all beeped out. I think that would be pretty fun. I think it would be a fun watch. I mean, it would be an amazing anime. Did you, like... I really wish they had, like, actual scenes. I know this is a free game. I'm not gonna lie. If they release an actual full game, like, that's paid for, like, $20 game with actual, like, scenes and everything, fleshing out the storylines, fleshing out the choices, I would play that blind. Like fully, like, this game is free. Yeah, this game is free. So if you guys want to pick it up, it's called I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a figure looking good dating simulator. It's free on Steam. Recommend picking it up so you can guys check out some of the other endings. That was just the true ending. But with this, like I said, because the other endings were, like, they changed, like, slightly, like, how he responds at the end. That's why that's why I decided to make that executive's decision after I think it was chapter 3 is recording, Third Bite. After that point, I decided that, screw it, I'm going to just do a full, like, 100% run. Or, like, a full Capture Inning Run. But let's say they release a game that's like $20 or something. I would purchase the game, and I would absolutely like no guide, no nothing. I won't ask friends for any like notes or anything. I would definitely like just see what ending I get. Similar to like Catherine and such. Already installed. It's a good game. Also, apologies in the beginning if like I was like very snappy. I usually like don't like people staying like trying to help in any sort of story game, like or hint at anything coming up. It really irritates. But I know it was like snappy in the beginning. No, it was really good. It was really good. Look at Colonel Sanders. Look how dreamy he is. Just Colonel. No. Don't flow that way, Colonel. You have Chicken Girl now. You're in love with Chicken Girl. Still, really good. So that's going to be it for the stream, though. That was actually a lot faster than I thought it was going to be, which is weird. Wow, that took 2 hours. I'm actually surprised. That took 2 hours. I was told that this game would take me an hour. And yet it took us 2. That is crazy. Okay, so coming up next here. So unfortunately, Miss Yankee Zero. That was a super fun stream. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Queen. Coming up next in about, I'd say about 2 hours or so, 2 or 3 hours, we're gonna play some Splatoon 2. I'll do some multiplayer. It's a Sunday, so depending on the queue, once again, we'll probably see if we can do some private battles. If it gets to too many people waiting, we'll see. But yeah, we're going to play some Splatoon 2, and then we got AI coming a little bit later today. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, Colonel Sanders, a Finger Looking Good Dating Simulator. Hope you guys enjoyed. Also, not sponsored, but go get some KFC. Actually, like, I really did want to have KFC while I was playing the game. I know a few other streamers did that as well. But I, like, in the place I live in right now, there's no KFC near me. I'd have to, once I move, on the Discord, which once again, if you're not part of the Discord, join the Discord. But, how about this? Once I move back on Thursday, I'll buy some KFC and I'll post it in the Discord. Be like, yo, I finally purchased KFC. After like a year of not having it. But yeah. Anyway, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. My name is Katafi. I'll see you guys next time for more Variety Gaming. See you guys later. Peace. Bye, everyone.